All right, we are going to make microgreens at home, super, super easy, using a mason jar and a nice old baking dish that I don't use anymore. You can also go to thrift stores. You can find all different types of dishes to use. It does not have to be anything fancy at all. So all this stuff, I do have the link in my bio. I do get a little bit off commission from Amazon, but those links are in my bio and you guys can purchase everything that you see here using those links. Very, very simple. So mason jar, again, this is not a wide mouth mason jar. What we're gonna do is spin this onto the jar. Just make sure it fits all right, looks good. We wanna make sure everything fits. It's gonna sit well before you get started with this. Now there's some little holes on the sides of this guy. Now I'm going to dump a little bit of water in here, just covering up the holes with water. Now the ones that I have in my link are just a little bit different than this. They will do exactly the same thing. You can grow all your own microgreens at home. We don't have a lot of nutrition in our food to begin with. So this is a great way to add back in that nutrition that we need to help prevent dis-ease and things of that nature. Okay, so that looks good. All right, now what I'm gonna do is go ahead and fill up my mason jar with water. Go all the way to the top with this. There we go. I'm going to screw this lid back on. And again, you might want to put a towel down or something like that. I'm always making messes, so I always forget the towels and the paper towels. All right, get it on nice and tight, but not so tight it's going to mess it up. Now you want to flip this over pretty quick, otherwise you're going to lose most of your water in the pan. So we're going to do a quick flip. And you see you should only have about 1 inch of that water out of the top. So this is perfect. We've got clay pebbles. Now, again, these are also on the link in my bio that you guys can purchase. We're going to fill up this entire thing with the clay pebbles. And what you don't want to do just a little bit of them to where they're soggy and wet. You want to make sure you have a good amount of these because the clay pebbles are going to get pretty wet in here and they're going to be smushy, if you will, like my terms that I'm using here. So this looks pretty good. I could probably even put a little bit more of the clay pebble on this if I need to. You're just going to take a water bottle. I like to spray the top of them, just get them all wet. And then you are going to be adding in whatever seed that you're going to use. This one is my basil. So I'm just going to sprinkle. Yeah, this is probably easier to do it in my hand, or I'm going to probably end up doing way too many in here. So we're just going to come all the way around. I'm going to sprinkle these microgreens of my Thai basil. You can do radish ones. If you're doing things like radish and all of that, you probably want a taller container, like a pretty thick one. This is a very narrow or shallow container. And then you're going to give it another little good spray. Make sure they're all wet. You want to keep them moist. And you guys, that is it. So I will come back to do a second on this video and show you how they've all grown. You can also take some tin foil and put it over the top here to keep them moist. You can use a little grow light on top of this as well too. But you do this, you set it, you leave it, you got your microgreens. And I will be back to show you how it turned out in just a few days. Probably 18 to 30 days for this one is what it takes. Some are only 8 days to 10 days, but this one is just a little bit longer.